Okay, continuing our Christmas holiday movies theme. I couldn't really think of too many this year, but that's okay. We covered a lot last year. I don't think you guys appreciate it anyway when we do these Christmas themed, holiday themed reviews, so fuck it. I rewatched this last night. I saw it for the second time last night. P2. I'm not talking. This isn't T2. P2. Like I get a P2. So P2. The letter P. It's right up there in the description or there wherever that ends up. P2. This is a movie that I worked at a video store along with this fellow right here for quite a while. And this is a movie that came out during my tenure at this video store. And you know, you see these boxes of movies and it's just like the box looked cool. It was this chick with her cleavage hanging out with an axe. It's like, that's my kind of movie. But I never rented it or anything like that. I ended up picking it up. Where do you think I picked it up?
Probably Half Price Books.
How much?
For $3.
This guy's good. I picked it up at Half Price Books for $3. And I'm like, this was, well, I think after the store was closed. I'm like, well, you know, cleavage, axe, it's worth $3. So I picked it up, and again, I don't think I got it. I watched it, I got it after Christmas. I didn't know it was a Christmas horror movie. Oh. Even though it said, the first words on the back of the box are, it's Christmas Eve or something like that. But I don't read the back of boxes. So I watched it probably after this time of year last year, because I remember being disappointed that, oh man, I wish I would have seen it before so I could review it. So it actually turned out to be a Christmas movie, and a movie that took place around Christmas. And it's kind of like the remake of Black Christmas, where I was really impressed with how the movie started, which is that, like, the shot, this darkened shot in the parking garage with like this music, Christmas song of something. Oh, it's the one where the Santa baby, everyone in front of the bed, and it's tracking into this car, a BMW, and the thing pops out, and that's the the beginning. And you know, I just like when a Christmas movie will have that old. I just like that old-fashioned Christmas music stuff.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, so cool, you know. And when I originally saw it, I wasn't expecting anything because it was like Summit, you know. That I was like, because before this movie came out before the first Twilight movie, so I'm like, Summit. Who the fuck's Summit, you know? It's like Paramount should sue their asses. But, like, Summit, what the fuck, you know? So, but anyway, to make a long story short, I was pretty impressed with P2. I wasn't, you know, maybe I wasn't, because I wasn't expecting anything, but P2 ended up turning out to be great. And even when I rewatched it last night, because I wanted to be fresh, I was like, you know, for a movie, it's tough to come up with a movie that takes place in one place, you know, parking garage for 90 minutes, what do you do? But it comes up with enough things to move along, and even on a second viewing, I completely, because I hadn't seen it for a year, so I completely forgot, you know, what happens next? And the difficult thing writing a movie like this, and invariably the audience or the viewer is going to do, is go, okay, as a writer, try to think around every way you could get out of there so the audience doesn't go, well, she could just do this. You know, she could take the atom bomb out of her trunk and just, you know, blow it up right there. You got to try to cover your ass as the writer. And they kind of do that. I don't know if it's true or not, if I don't really hang out in the city, but I don't know if cell phone signals go out in the parking garage or not. Do they? Yeah. Well, there you go. That's one of the movie writers must hate cell phones because you know with all these movies, they ruin everything. You can't do a movie like without because first of all, it's not realistic that someone doesn't have one. Yeah. And if someone does, how do they not? What a pain in the ass. But the movie does a good job at coming up with, because as I watched it last night, I couldn't really think of anything for her to do to get out of there, you know. Except she does end up going to the car rental place towards the end, and I did think, well, you could have done that at the beginning, but whatever. Those are little nitpicky things. But when I hand it off to you, I'm gonna go. I don't know. I don't even like it as much as the Black Christmas remake because it's not as funny and in your face, but I think it's worthy of 3 stars.
Yeah, I'd give it 3 stars exactly.
Exactly.
It is as far as like modern horror slasher movies go. This one was great. I really liked it, and I had no expectations either.
Well, who would with Summit? Do you know who that guy is? Is he someone?
Yeah,
I love that.
Wes Bentley.
I don't know, but that guy
I can't remember who was in it.
That guy is great. I don't know if I've seen him in anything else.
I think if it's the guy that I'm thinking, he was in the Hunger Games
I haven't
recently,
seen that.
And he was also in Ghost Rider. Did you see the first Ghost Rider?
It's on my pile, $3 pile.
It'll probably stay there for a while. But he was the villain in that, if memory serves.
I love that guy.
And
What's
he was
great
in
about
Rules
him?
of Attraction as well,
Oh.
which is a pretty good movie.
Okay.
But yeah, I like him. He's good, and he brought the fierce creepiness.
Well, it was so realistic, I thought, and you could totally see it. Everything he said, you could see his point of view.
Yeah, totally.
And it didn't seem like, why is he thinking this way? You understand it.
Yeah, and I really like the girl. Her name was, God, I can't remember. It's Rachel. I think it's Rachel. Shoot, I can't remember. She was in the new Star Trek movie, though. She was the green alien that he's trying to sleep with on Uhura's bed.
Yeah.
He's
trying to sleep with.
and she gets all offended. But I really like her. She's actually a pretty good actress. I've seen her in a couple other things, and she was the thing that sort of drew me into the movie.
Well, me too. I told you about that box.
I actually rented it when we were at Prime Video, and I haven't seen it since then. I bought the store's copy though.
Hey,
so
what'd you pay?
I don't know what we were selling them for.
I don't know.
$5 or whatever.
I don't know.
I bought it in a bundle with like 10 other movies.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, I bought the store's copy, and I meant to watch this last night, but I left my backpack at work, and so I left.
So why was it in your backpack?
I was gonna watch it with Alicia, because she and I wanted to watch
afterward?
it, and then
I see.
I was hanging out with Alicia and we didn't have time, so then she dropped me off at work, and then I was coming back here and I was gonna watch it, and
okay.
I left my backpack at work open, so I hope people didn't jack it.
So maybe you don't own it anymore.
Yeah, but
Jack it.
yeah. Is it Rachel Harris?
I don't know.
No, Rachel Harris is.
I think it's Rachel Cleavage. Is Rachel Implants.
But she's
you know, for a horror movie, especially like a modern, 21st century horror movie. I mean, she really got a chance to act. And
yeah, she did.
Holy shit! I mean, like Oscars, where are you? In a way,
she was a really good performer. I want to see her in more movies. I was hoping that her part would expand in the next Star Trek movie to more than just a hot chick that Kirk is trying to bang. But I suppose that is the spirit of Star Trek and
Kirk. Confrontations.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's conquests.
Yeah.
So
this is a complete side note, but did you see? Did you watch the deleted scenes in the Star Trek movie?
I don't know.
Because he tries to sleep with her, and she gets all upset in the movie, and then later on the ship, this was a deleted scene. He's walking around and he sees the green alien girl, and he goes up to her and he's like, "Look, I just want to apologize to you for using you for sex," and he's just really apologizing to her hardcore, and then he's looking at her in the eye, and he's like, "You're not that girl, are you?" And she just sort of walks past. It was the best scene. I don't know why they cut that, but
God.
That was a completely separate side note. But P2 is great. You should see it. It's one of the best Christmas horror movies I've ever seen. I might actually say it's the best Christmas horror movie I've seen. In that it is a serious, straightforward horror film. It's pretty atmospheric, but it's also very tense. It has a lot of nice tension and suspense, and I really like suspense. Give me the build up to the scene, to the scares and stuff like that. This movie sort of like tightened the screws.
Tighten the screws.
I don't know the phrase.
It set the nail. It pounded the nail. It twisted the knife.
Yes, twisted the knife. But it's a great movie.
Stapled
P2.
the staples.
Yeah, when I first saw the trailer, not the trailer, like the box and stuff, I was like, P2, is there a P1?
What's ironic is when you watch it, there is a P1. There's a P1, there's a P3, and I'm like, how did they decide on P2? But I think that's the level of his office, because when she's in there, you can see out the window P2. And
I've gone to Minneapolis and stuff. There are parking lots where it's like P1, P2, and I've parked on P2 that has like the red square P2, and it's like, this is creepy because we're in Minnesota. It's snowing all the time, and yeah, that was like one of those like, oh my god moments.
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's the woman? Where's her cleavage? So we're kind of unanimous, right?
3 stars, very good movie.
3 and 3. I'd recommend P2. I mean, you wouldn't think it's anything, but it turned out to kind of be something. Thanks for watching.